Hey guys, welcome to another video. So if you're present over here, I know that you're considering Germany as your study abroad destination, and in this video we're going to clarify, is it the right choice for you? Okay, is it really worth it going all the way to Germany, removing options like the US, Canada, Ireland, Australia, all of these from your mind and moving to Germany? Is that the right move for you? And let me tell you, it depends on the person, it depends on your circumstances, so we're going to evaluate those. By the end of this video, you will have answers to all of these questions and you will be super clear about these. You will not need to even think about these one more time. Like, these doubts will be clarified for you for life. Okay, I assure you that this will happen for real. Okay, first things first, why study in Germany? Why consider going for a master's in Germany? Most cases, I know you guys are looking for masters, right? So look, let me tell you what the traditional German kid would do. A German kid born and raised in Germany, they would get their bachelor's, they would go into the industry, they would start working jobs because there's just so great, amazing job offers out there. You, as an international student, you go in, you complete your master's, and understand what this gives you. This gives you that edge. Like in the US, they say buy American, hire American. Over here, more international students have master's degrees than the bachelor students. So you really are going to be an expert in your field, right? I'm assuming that that's what you're going for. If you're going to study for masters, right, you know that it's a lot of hard work. You have to be an expert in that field, all right? And what that essentially means is when you're an expert, well, you're going to be in demand, right? So that's why Germany is one of the best destinations today for international students. And this is just one reason. There's a lot more actually, and this is not even the main reason, right? We all know why you're here. And one more thing before I move to that cost reason that, you know, is free and all. The other reason that I have to talk to you about is the kind of companies that perform hiring in Germany. And I want to give you just a couple of names off the top of my head. I could give you 100 really if I had to make a list. But right now I can give you the names like SAP, Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, BMW, McKinsey and Company. Ever heard of these names? I'm sure you have, right? So these are some of the companies that hire people in Germany, and they're looking for experts, guys. And guess what? When you have a master's from a German university, a reputed German university, you are going to be an expert in your field. I'm sure about it. Okay. Now coming to the most important reason, and that is education really free in Germany? Can you really study for free? And let me tell you over here, man, if you're going to a public university, the answer is an absolute yes. You'll be paying around 200 to 300 euro per semester fee, but that is about it. And you probably spend more just staying at home in 1 month. Generally, this happens, all right? And that's basically your whole semester's fee. Even if you're a middle class student, I can understand. It's gonna look very, very attractive, right? But when you're going for private universities, and this is where the catch is, a lot of consultants, a lot of people would push you to go for private universities. In that case, you may not be able to study for free. In fact, that's almost a definite no, because the thing is, private universities will charge you for the education and they will be expensive. Okay, they may even give you the offer letter within 3 to 4 hours of applying. This happens a lot of times, but they are very, very easy to get into, okay, as compared to the public ones. And at the same time, they charge a lot. Okay, so generally, if you have a good percentage, you know, 70% and above, you can target the public universities. If you do not have that, then, well, you can maybe target a mix of public and private ones, depending on your condition, your circumstances, whether you have the pocket for it, you can pay for it or not. Okay, but generally, I understand that, you know, coming from a middle class family myself, when you are going ahead and you have to pay for your education, you know, all of a sudden, when you're not even working, you're a student right now. Like me, I've been working in the industry now, so it's a different scenario for me. But when you're a fresher, or even if you've worked in a company for 1 or 2 years, it's really difficult to take out such heavy loans of amounts that you haven't even earned ever in your life. And you're promising the banks that you'll pay them. Of course, you will pay them, but that just makes your life a lot stressful, a lot harder. And coming from, like, I'm a personally, you know, I'm a student myself, right? So I can tell you that loans are probably not the best things to have on your mind. Okay, so that's the major and I think the most important advantage of studying in Germany. You cannot disregard that. So why does Germany let you study for free? I mean, there's so many countries who don't do this, who don't really waive off the application fee, waive off the tuition fee of the university. So why Germany does this? Well, see, the real answer is that the German social security system is actually pretty good already. So what they want is high quality taxpayers. And when I mean high quality taxpayers, these are people who have done their, masters, they're professionals, they're getting into big companies, holding on big roles. Of course, they're being paid big as well. The paycheck is big, and that means the German government gets more money out of you. And by the way, Germany actually has some of the highest taxes that I've seen. So be ready for that. But at the same time, your investment as compared to countries like the US, you don't really have to pay any tuition. Whereas if you go for the US, you're paying about $50,000 just for your master's. And hell, if it's an MBA, you're paying over $100,000. So keep that in mind. It's really a trade-off, okay? The ROI is going to be different. There are different reasons to go. But if you're choosing Germany, then you have some special things that Germany can give you. And that is a PR, for instance. And I'll talk about that in a bit for you about that as well. Apart from that, Germany also cares about its global reputation in the marketplace. So they want to be really high up there. They want top class engineers. They want to hold their position in the global marketplace. And that's one more reason why Germany is letting you study for free, of course. So the next thing is, a lot of people go around telling you that, hey, look, if you don't know German, that's okay. That's not an issue. But I'll be very, very real with you. And this is coming from my experience and a lot of experiences of the people that I have personally worked with. And I can tell you this, you need to be ready to learn the German language, at least till level B2. If you're not comfortable learning languages, chances are you won't see a lot of success in Germany. Of course, there's exceptions. There's all kinds of exceptions, right? But I guarantee you, you will be better off learning the German language. And if you're thinking of going, either start learning right now or during your course, you have to start learning. Because a lot of times, you will see this, that, even though the courses are taught in English, and this is the number one thing that, people tell me, the courses are taught in English, but the books, a lot of times, they are not written purely in English. So all of these things matter. Okay, keep those in mind as well. So you've completed your master's, but now, well, now you have 18 months to find yourself a good job. You find a job, 18 months is a long time, right? You find a job, you start working, and then what? Then you can apply for PR based on your salary, based on your language requirements, how well you speak German. Now these are just, different ways to get the German PR. I won't really get into those, but these are the factors that come into play the most. So your salary and your language, of course. So keep those in mind. That Germany will offer you a PR. US, it's very, very flimsy that you may get one. No one can say for sure, right? So keep that in mind. So now at the end of all of that, should you really think about studying in Germany? Should you go ahead and study in Germany? Now my verdict is, look, if you're from a middle class family, you don't really have a lot of funds, you're not really sure how to get by, you don't want to take up a huge loan on your head, and you still want to upgrade the quality of your life, I think it's one of the best opportunities you'll have in your life. Don't skip out on it. Okay, there's a lot of things that Germany has to offer. There's the Oktoberfest, of course, that we all know about. And of course, at the same time, Germany is situated in Europe. So definitely you will be doing a lot of traveling later on once you start earning, even if you're low on funds right now. Okay, now I thought I would even tell you about the whole process of how to apply to Germany, basically the universities, how the process really goes, but I thought this video might just become too long for that. So if you want a video on that, if you want me to tell you the step-by-step process, how you can go ahead and apply, just do one thing for me. Comment down below, let me know that you would like me to cover this topic. Alright, if you like this video, you can give me a subscribe. Alright, I'll always appreciate that. Give me a thumbs up also if possible. And I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much for sticking around. And again, like I said, Germany, one of the best options. If you're considering others, it's okay. Don't worry about it. But it's generally one option that you should strongly, strongly consider. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Take care.